Test.
One, two, three. Hi, and welcome back to another edition of State Tech Live. I am your host, Brandon McElwain. I'm the marketing director here at the college, and today we're in for a double treat because we have electronics engineering that we're going to talk to today, and inside of that program is also an option that we love to call biomedical engineering technology. And today you're going to learn about both of those and the students who absolutely love their program. So without further ado, we're going to send it now to the lab.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Laura Bardot with State Tech Admissions here, and with me today I have Mr. Drew Collins, the Department Chair for the Electronics and Biomedical Engineering program. So Drew, what makes your programs unique?
Well, our programs are unique because of the kind of jobs and skills that our students go out with, and also the kind of hands-on learning they get here at State Tech. We really pride ourselves on it, and when we train students for something else out in industry that not a lot of people get trained for.
So what can some classes students can expect to take?
A couple of the classes are pretty basic electronics classes, AC, DC fundamentals, digital. There's also computer courses, and a couple more advanced applications electronics classes.
So what really makes a great electronics engineering student?
What really makes a great electronics engineering student is a student that likes to tinker, that likes to think, that really likes to understand what's going on inside pieces of equipment. Those are the students that always succeed in our program.
Technology is ever-changing, as everybody knows, so can you tell us a little bit about the shop lab space that we're in today?
Well, the lab space that we're in today is part of our laser lab. It's just one of the many labs that we have, and it's also in the middle of a shuffle because it's such an advancing technology that we also have to rearrange and get new equipment all the time.
Electronics engineering and biomedical engineering. What job opportunities are out there for students?
As of right now, there's a lot of job opportunities out there. Biomedical is a field that's in great need because there's not a lot of people that fill the need. There's also electronics where students will be mostly a bench technician working with very, very big, reputable commercial companies.
And Drew, what is your favorite part about being an instructor here at State Tech?
It's the students, isn't that what they always say? I don't know, the students are my pride and joy. I always love going into the classroom every day. It's my saving grace from the rest of the job.
Well, let's go check out and see what a student is doing now.
Thank you. Mr. Carroll is just one member of one of our capstone teams for the projects that we're working on this year. Can you tell everyone about what you're doing for your capstone project?
Yes. Right here we have our automatic parking garage. These are all the pieces we have printed so far. All of these ones right here are a couple failed prints. And back here we have our mobile arm. It's not yet completed, but this is the first prototype we have up. This is where all of the pieces shall be oriented and where we will end up parking the cars.
So once you get done, how did you actually go about building the process? Can you show me how you're actually getting the pieces together?
How we're getting the pieces together, we're gonna end up gluing them together with a tough glue, and I use this program back here called AutoCAD Inventor. Right here we have a finished product of the simulated product of every single piece all put together, and what it should look like when it's completed. And right here is a in-progress piece of one of our bases.
So tell me a little bit about the 3D print. Was it hard for you to actually put everything together?
Yes, it was because of mainly technical problems that happened. Like if we left a print overnight, there was a small chance of where it would, what we call, turn into a rat's nest of plastic, and we still haven't figured out the issue with that to keep it from doing that. But so far, with the larger pieces, it works a lot better to leave them overnight and let them print. Though with smaller prints, we can't do that, it appears. We have to keep an eye on the smaller ones or it might go out of control.
Good, good. We'll look forward to seeing the finished product. Back to you, Brandon.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. Super cool to see a 3D printer as it's actually making something. Like, it's kind of neat. You know, it takes such a long time, but boy, that end process is something really cool. Well, one of the things that State Tech is always proud of is our alumni, our student success stories. And every program has a number of them. And today we want to introduce you to Jack Rogers, a recent graduate from our BioMedical program, and his success story.
I wanted to be able to work on electronical stuff. I worked for a cable company, so I wanted to be able to fix that. So originally I went in to work on just the electronics part, and got to talking to the instructors and really fell in love with the biomed part of it. So I decided to do both. I did biomed and EET. I felt like I was really close to the instructors, all three of them. So anytime I had any issues, they would help. They would tell me when they were in their office that I could come and get help. It was, a family atmosphere. I mean, we were all friends. They treated us as adults and expected, greatness out of us. And, I really, to this day, appreciate all the instructors there.
So cool, the germ zapping robot. That's really kind of neat. Well, again, congratulations to Jack Rogers, a recent graduate from our biomedical program. So now we're gonna go ahead and send it back out to the lab live, where they have another demonstration for us.
Thank you. So here we have our new laser engraver that we've gotten to use a little bit in our laser and optics class. Mr. Parsons, can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing here?
Sure, no problem. So right now I have Corel pulled up, which is where we put all of our images in that we would like to engrave on various materials. And right now we're just going through testing a bunch of different materials and settings to find the optimal settings for each material, because this is a pretty new laser and we just have to figure out everything that we need to calibrate for the different materials.
Thank you. Mr. Crane, can you tell me a little bit about what the laser is actually doing and what it is?
Yeah, so this is a CO2 laser. It's pulsing, so it's not always on. And basically we pulled up a State Tech logo and we made it inverted, so it's actually printing around the letters and it's filling that blank space with the engraved wood. And today we're just printing on alder wood. It's the best wood to print on as far as laser printing goes, and yeah.
So, how hard is it to actually get something engraved? What are you using there as far as that? Is just a picture?
Yeah, it's just a picture. You can pick any picture really. You can print anything that you really want on anything. It's super easy. All you do is you just pull it up here. You get it placed right where you want it, like physically on the material inside the printer or engraver, and you just send it right over.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys very much. Back to you, Brandon.
That is another piece of equipment that's so fun to watch as it kind of does its work there. And it's amazing how many different uses a laser engraver like that has. Now, we are also very lucky here at State Tech as we have lots of different industry partners that sometimes allow us to get new and improved equipment into our lab. And recently, we received a new piece of biomedical equipment. Take a look.
So the new pieces of equipment are basically total incubators from Children's Mercy Hospital. They were custom built to basically be an ICU system for infants and babies who need to be transported to different hospitals for different procedures. These are pieces of equipment that we would not have had from any other place. They're actually custom done for Children's Mercy, so no one else actually has anything like it. Well, the students get the cool aspect of seeing everything come together in one, and then for the size of a very, very, very tiny human. Everything has to be specialized and different when you get to non-adult. It's really cool that they get to see this aspect of things.
All right, another very cool piece of equipment. Well, without further ado, we're going to send it back out to the lab for a third demonstration.
Thank you. Well, here we have a couple of our biomedical students who are working on a lab that were just assigned not that long ago. Ms. Sparks, can you tell me a little bit about what these machines are?
So this machine calibrates our blood pressure equipment, and this machine right here is an electrical testing equipment that makes sure that this is working properly.
Thank you. And what were you doing just now when you were actually testing the unit itself?
I was checking the voltage on specific test points on the board just to make sure everything is as it should be.
Good deal. Now, Mr. Morgan, you've kind of worked on a couple different labs and had a bit of a different experience. You were on an internship in a biomedical facility. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So with this is what we'll see on a day-to-day basis, where we'll have an item come back from us that is broken somehow, and we'll need to figure out what is wrong with it and how to efficiently fix it and make sure it works safe so we can send it back to the nurses and to the other people that need it more than us.
That's very good. Thank you. And now to Jess in admissions.
Perfect. Thanks, Drew. So now that you've seen our awesome electronics lab, we'd like to invite you to come see it in person. We have an open house on March 27th. It starts at 10 a.m. You can sign up on our website. Just visit the homepage and sign up. We'd love to have you attend. Also, if you're thinking about applying, you can apply straight from our website. There is no fee to apply. We are still accepting applications for this fall. And we have started accepting applications for juniors that are going to be for fall 2022. All right, we'd love you to see you at Open House on March 27th. Back to you, Brandon.
All right, thanks a lot, Jess Hefke, all the students and the instructors in that program. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you guys before we left today was another cool thing that they get to do in the electronics program, build their own computers from absolute scratch. And the best part about it is they get to take those computers home. Take a look.
Within our Electronics Engineering Technology program here at State Tech, one of the very first classes that our students take is a microcomputer hardware and repair class. And in this, I teach them how each of those components work and then how they all work together. So one of my favorite parts about teaching this class is this computer build that they get to do. So I design a system towards the beginning of the year, about this stage, pretty late in their semester, they actually get to assemble and take home their own computer.
We learned about all of the different RAM components, all of the different CPUs, motherboards, processors. We learned how to take apart computers and put them back together. We learned troubleshooting in this class.
This is up to us to build it. We build it and then we take it home. It's all on us. So I think that's pretty cool that we can have something from the class that we did and we'll have probably for a long time.
Not bad to take a computer home, right? And pretty soon here, this same program will do what are called Capstone Projects. It's their end of the year big project, and us in the marketing department, we love going over there and seeing their ideas and how they were able to take their idea and turn it into reality. And one last time, I know Jess mentioned it, but I want to remind you, the 27th of this month is State Tech Open House. There will never be a better time to visit our campus than Open House. All of our labs will be open. All of the instructors will be here ready to answer any questions you have. Students will be on hand to tell you how great State Tech is. Heck, there's even free food and free prizes all across campus. So there's never a better time to visit the #1 college in the country, why we have a 99% placement rate, see why we are the employer's choice. We really hope we see you at Open House, and we also hope to see you next week at State Tech Live.